Hi, I'm Linz. Welcome to Becoming Everwell, a channel where we talk about the ongoing journey of becoming. I'm a former high school English teacher who believes that an education extends far beyond academics, and I write stories that highlight life learning moments of clarity that come about in daily life. So today's episode is part 2 of a 3-part series on designing a meaningful babysitting dynamic for all. I make sense of life by writing about real everyday stuff that makes us who we are. Some of these snapshots are fun, some are more serious. Maybe they'll open up something in you too. Let's grow. If you haven't yet seen part 1 of this 3-part series on the Young Babysitter's Handbook, I encourage you to do so for context. This episode builds upon the first one. This is episode 2. Because the dynamics and norms of families that are interconnected by a young babysitter have changed over the past, say, 30 years, I've put together this video handbook based on my experience as a parent of a young babysitter, a former hiring parent of young babysitters, and as a former babysitter myself. So whether you are a parent in my stage or a parent who's hiring young sitters or even a young babysitter, this series is for you. And again, my authority on this subject derives from my lived experience, so take from it what's helpful for you, and please chime into the comments with your wisdom as well. Here are my 5 tips for young babysitters. Tip number 1, take a babysitter's first aid course. Most important to all parents is their kids' safety. Basic first aid training and awareness creates peace of mind for all around. And the certification makes you a more valuable babysitter. Also, inform the hiring family that you have earned your certification, as it instills confidence in the parents and shows that their kids' safety matters to you. Number 2, begin with a modest rate. When you are first learning to become a mother's helper or a babysitter, be transparent that you are new to the role and share that your rate reflects that. For middle schoolers and new babysitters in high school, I suggest an hourly rate that matches your age or less. For most families, this is incredibly reasonable compared to the professional sitters' rates. And if they are happy with your babysitting, they will likely give you an additional tip. As you get into your teens and accrue more experience as a sitter, I suggest a rate ranging from $15 to $20 an hour, depending on your competency, skill set, energy level, and effort to help the family beyond childcare while the kids are sleeping. Number 3, communicate directly and efficiently with the hiring parents. Leading up to the babysitting job, respond to the hiring parent's inquiry for help as soon as you are able to reply. Even if you aren't sure if you can help, reply to their text so that they know you received it. You could say something like, "Thanks for asking. I have a commitment on Saturday, but I won't know the timing until tomorrow. I will get back to you then." The day before the job, be sure to confirm the start time by saying something like, "I look forward to arriving to babysit at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Please let me know if the timing has changed. See you soon." When you arrive at a new family's home for a babysitting job, most hiring parents are great about explaining the lay of the land in their home. And yet, getting out of the house with the kids being kids and trying to cover all the details can be tricky. I've been there. Be sure to ask key questions if they forget to mention it, like any food restrictions or allergies? Is snacking allowed? What time does bedtime begin? What is the ideal asleep time for each child? What are the screen TV expectations in the home? Are any areas of the house or property off limits? Where are emergency items stored, like a first aid kit, anti-choking device, fire blanket, fire extinguisher? How shall I lock the home's entry points and window shades when we're heading to bedtime? Aside from an emergency, is there anything you'd want me to communicate to you while you're out? And last but not least, after the kids are asleep, is there anything that I can do around the house to be helpful? Parents love that question. When the parents return home, be sure to communicate a few highlights of the experience. You could say something like, "Everything went well. The kids played, ate, and went to bed as expected. Maggie taught me her teeth brushing song. I loved it." Show the parents that you engaged with their kids and enjoyed their company. If something stood out as difficult or troubling, inform the parents, but be sure to include positive details too. You might say something like, "The kids all ate dinner and helped clean up. We had so much fun playing board games and finishing that 100-piece puzzle they've been working on. At bedtime, Bobby expressed that he was very worried about zombies in his room, and there were some tears. That's why he's sleeping in his brother's room. I just wanted to be sure that you knew." Now, the day after a positive babysitting experience, consider dropping a text to the hiring parent to express it. Parents love to know that the babysitters they hire enjoy the experience. And that little bit of communication is the first step toward getting rehired. Number 4, keep your phone or device conveniently tucked away. Your phone is for need only. Families have varying opinions on the role of phones and devices in their homes, and even if their rules are relaxed, you are being hired to be a present, engaged role model for their kids. Number 5, play. Babysitting is hard work, and it's also a joyful opportunity to be playful with kids who will relish your energy. Tell stories, start a dance party, throw the football, color alongside them. Awaken the little kid that still lives inside of you. Kids also love when their cool teenage babysitters bring something fun, like a favorite form or toy or book or activity of yours that's collecting dust in your basement, and shares in the fun with them. My daughter recently relished the chance to spend hours creating those fold-up fortune tellers with 2 totally hooked little girls. They especially loved the fortune that read, "Someday you will meet Taylor Swift." Okay, I hope you found that to be helpful. Stay tuned for part 3 of the Babysitter's Handbook, where I'll offer tips for the hiring parents of young babysitters. Let's keep growing. I am Lindsay Hurdy. Learn more about me and my offerings on my Substack, lindsayhurdy.substack.com. And you may not know that in addition to publishing my own writing, I help people write all kinds of important letters and documents ranging from college essays to end-of-life love letters. Learn more at foreverletterwriting.com. I would love to support you in your writing efforts. Whether you're here for help with writing, a desire for inner fulfillment coaching, which I offer one-on-one, or for the quiet life learning that may accompany my stories, I'm grateful that you found this spot on the web, and I sure hope you'll keep coming back. Until next time. Be sure to like and subscribe and click that bell to get alerts for new posts. I'd be ever grateful.